This is incredible. Last night, I was working on some stuff. I pick things up, I put things down all the time. And I was working on an old drawing that I had. I started to work on it. And I saw that the drawing that I was working on in Procreate was drawn in 1998. And that's probably before one of my coworkers, Carl Five, was even born. But the weird thing about that drawing was, this is one of those few times where I didn't just put the date on it, but I also put the location of where I was. And I promised myself I was never going to say the name of the location, but here is that drawing right here, and you can clearly see that I was working at a store when I originally drew this here. Probably on my 1 hour lunch that I had back then. But as I was working it, I was chatting with someone, and this person said, "Oh, it looks like that place is sucking the soul out of you." And I said to myself, you know what? This drawing should be moving, because the tentacles should be pulling and moving and just drawing the character in. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just put this to the side. And I picked up another drawing. And I remember I had a machine. And it had a ball, like this ball of power. Not Powerball, but a ball of power. And it was called Extractor. And I started working with that. And I probably put like 45 minutes, maybe an hour into it. And it was just working the little pieces and all the other stuff. And then I was saying to myself, I really want to try to animate this here. And I was just working with it. And I'm not really good with the animation tool, even though I've always been a very big fan of animation. This is, what is it? Toon Magazine, Summer Edition from 1997. All they do is talk about comic books in here. And you know what? You know what's in here? The Thundercats are actually in here. The actual Thundercats are it. Look at that. The Thundercats, they're in here. It's kind of cool, but it's not what is going on. This morning, early in the morning, 4-ish in the morning, I picked up the drawing that I was working with last night. And I put an extra 35 minutes into it or so. Because right now the clock is saying that I've worked on this drawing for 1 hour and 35 minutes. And now we not only have the drawing, but we actually have the ball, the power ball, the extractor, shaking and moving and doing stuff. So this is an animation, early animation. And I love where it's going. This is one of the few times where I'm starting to really get into using Procreate as an animation tool. And I gotta say, it's much better than SketchBook, because SketchBook is very different. SketchBook on the iPad, they actually split the application to SketchBook, the drawing part, and then SketchBook Motion. And the Motion feature or app, which is a standalone app, it does not have a lot of drawing capabilities. Whereas Procreate has the advantage of you have all of your drawing tools and brushes to use. You just have to use things in a formatted way or formal way to make these things work. And I think the biggest key for me was figuring out that you can make one layer your foreground. Once I was able to do that, I think that's how and why my Extractor machine is working. That's all I want to say. This thing is not even complete. Here's the original drawing here, and it's a lot more detail. So, yeah, a lot more detail. And the original drawing was actually drawn in, I think it was onion skin paper, and ballpoint pen. So, yeah. This is interesting. It's a very good experiment that I'm working on right now. I am enjoying myself. This is a good day. For me, this is a good day.